Hello everyone, this is Magbo Gaming here. Yes, I'm actually wearing a cap today instead of a beanie. I forgot the beanie, I bought the hat instead, so I might as well just, screw it. Once in a while, I don't have to always have a beanie on me. But that's the representation of my channel, I guess. Anyways, today I'm going to be talking about, surprisingly, if you read the title, Phoenix Resale, and how my opinions have differed compared to before. But I do still like watching his videos, but as of late I feel that his content is not so much about reselling games anymore, because his latest content was all about, on his main channel, is about him interviewing some game owner, the truth about owning a video game. I mean, it's a very good video. I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but it's pretty interesting, this documentary coming from a video game seller. But yeah, I feel that his content has changed quite a bit. But not only that, is that there is a bunch of hate videos on him too, and after actually seeing some of them myself, I'm starting to open my eyes a little bit, just a little bit, because I'll be frank, and I'm gonna disclaim right here, I've been doing video game reselling casually on the side hustle, because he inspired me to do it. I'm gonna admit that right here. And I started watching his videos because of his reselling videos, seeing oh, you could get cheap games in this place, and then you could actually flip it over on eBay and stuff. And when I tried it myself, there was a lot of gaming stores near me that did not update a lot of the prices, so I took advantage of that, and thank you, Phoenix Resale, for that. But it's true. But at the same time, now I'm just, after thinking hard, I would still be reselling. It's part of my side hustle, but I don't want to be as public about it as I used to, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel that this channel itself has not been focused on reselling as much as me game hunting, game collecting, actually showing off my game collection, showing off different gaming stores around. So it's not all about me teaching you guys how to make money on flipping video games, because this is something, to be realistic with you, it's not something that everyone can do. Not everyone has the resources to do what Phoenix Resale does, and I don't have that much resources compared to him in order to do it. You have to get out of your way to look around to see if anyone's selling cheap video games and trying to get a deal out of it and stuff, so that you could add to your inventory to resell. Like me personally, I usually go to a pawn shop to find Nintendo Switch games that are like 20 bucks. Every time I find a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in any pawn shops in La Familia here in Puerto Rico for $19.99, I'm like, yep, that's an instant buy for me, because I'm just gonna flip it for $38 or $35 or $36 or something like that. I don't make a huge profit margin after taxes and fees and all that stuff, but I will say that it adds up, and I do make something out of it. So I'll admit that I'm a reseller, but my channel is not really super focused on that. And what I noticed about Phoenix Resale is that, literally, I'm gonna show you a clip of me looking up some of his Amazon prices. And if you think DK Oldies is bad at pricing their video games and they rip you off, well, let's see how Phoenix Resale's pricing goes. And yeah, shout out to Heck and Steve for actually showing that off, because he kind of doesn't really release that to the public like his storefront. He just sells it to people that doesn't know much better, that doesn't watch his YouTube videos, and then he buys it way overpriced. But he does offer almost full market price to trade in games to him, so that he could sell on Amazon for 50% more markup. So let me show you this clip real quick, and then we'll get back. Hello here. So now we're taking a look at Phoenix Resale's Amazon storefront. Apparently it's called Aliens Refurbs and stuff, and for proof, I'm trying not to show his whole address. As you can see down here, let me zoom in real quick. The business name is Phoenix Resale, so that's proof that this is his Amazon page. So let's go here real quick. Let's see what he's selling. Holy moly, $53 for Wii Sports Resorts. Oh, dude, that's too expensive. That thing's worth 30 or something like that for a used copy. Wii Sports, and I'm just gonna compare some with some DKOD stuff, because DKOD has also been known for selling expensive games online. Dang, that alone is holy moly, there's no way this is worth this much. Yeah, so DKOD is not that much better, but they are a little cheaper there. So yeah, it's by $6 by the way. So we got some DS Lite, that's a ripoff. Because you can easily find DS Lite consoles for like $50 to $60 for a decent condition one. Nintendo 3DS, wow, that's a $100 markup or more. Wow. Mario Galaxy for $32, so I could find that thing for $15. Yeah, you could tell, I think that Phoenix Resale, if I'm not mistaken, he's actually having people trade the games in. They all have to be in very good condition, by the way, so they could be able to be qualified to be sold in Amazon. And he will give at least market value almost for this game. So he's able to sell it to Amazon for a lot more expensive. Because apparently a lot of people in Amazon are just consumers that just want to buy stuff for their kids or something like that. Or for themselves. And they don't pay attention too much to the market price values or how to get a good deal. They just want the instant gratification of them having the games. They buy it. They have the games delivered to them directly within the next couple days or less, and they're playing the game. Look at that, $124 for a Game Boy Color. You think that's a ripoff? Oh, let me see how much DKOD is selling the Game Boy Color. Look, $89. $89. That's a pretty good deal to me. Well, compared to what Phoenix Resale is selling, right? $90 to $110. And Phoenix Resale, he's selling this for like $35 more or less. 3DS XL for $295, and this is just a regular edition. Dude, that's almost $300 bucks. That's like $100. No, that's almost double the retail price cost for this thing back when it was still in shelves in Walmart and all that stuff. That's how crazy it is. Now let's get a few more. $187 for a Game Boy Advance SP. Wow. $40. Yeesh. $200 for that football game. I know that this is the rare one, if I'm not mistaken. But still, dang, man. I'm gonna copy this and paste it here and see how much that DKOD is selling it for. I'm just comparing it so I could make people aware. Okay, it doesn't look like... Okay, it was $151. That's still pretty pricey. But compared to Phoenix Resale selling it for $200, I'd rather buy it from DKODs. So you keep going, $169. $102 for Melee. $102 for Melee. Wow. That's... Dude, this guy's literally scalping. Like, I think he's scalping. I mean, there are resellers out there that I respect, that they would probably compete with the market price like I do as well on eBay and put it a little bit less than what the market is offering, but obviously a lot more than what you bought it for in the stores and stuff, right? Of course, those type of reseller I have more respect than people like Phoenix Reseller. $78, $78.99 for this. $102. Yep. So yeah, if you want to get ripped off and stuff, just go to Phoenix Resale's Amazon, buy anything there. That's definitely a ripoff. DSi XLs doesn't cost nearly as much at all. But look at this, either ways, DS Lite consoles, $30, and looks like they're working ones too. That's insane, honestly. That is freaking insane. $250 with a bunch of games, $80 for it. Okay, and as you can see here, Phoenix Resale wants to sell this DS Lite to you for how much again? Okay, so Phoenix Resale wants to sell you DS Lites for $113, $126, where you could get a working model. Like if you want the ice blue version, right? It's in used condition, so they do work. We're not going to include that. Okay, I give the benefit of the doubt that maybe he's going to include the charger. But regardless, like, they're not kidding when they say that he's kind of scamming people and he's overpricing the market like crazy. And then through this list, they could say, oh, this is how much it's worth. Then people on eBay are going to sell it around that much as well sometimes. Well, they haven't caught up to it yet. This guy is just inflating the market like a certain someone. Holy, what the are you serious, Phoenix Resale? $95 for Super Mario 64? You got to be out of your mind. You really got to be out of your mind. Oh boy, I saw the truth, man. Let's get back to the video. Enough said. So yeah, now you see what's going on, right? Why you see now that my opinions are kind of changing towards Phoenix Resale. Like, I will admit that when I started this channel, Magbo Gaming, I did got out there saying that I'm a big fan of his and that he's one of my favorite YouTubers and all that stuff. But now with the direction of his channel, not only his main channel, he doesn't focus too much on reselling as much anymore or teaching people, because he's done enough of that at this point, I guess, and there's not a much market towards it like it used to. That's what I heard people are saying. I don't know if it's true. But his other channel, Phoenix Resale, where he has that app program and stuff, I'm glad that he's making it free, the collector edition. Like if you just want to compare prices and get a good deal to collect your games, it's free. But if you want to resell, if you want to use this app for reselling purposes, well, it's $50 a month. Yes, I'm not joking around. $50 a month. And that to me is super expensive, right? Because I could do all that stuff without this app. Like, yeah, I understand that this is another one of his side hustles, and all the power to you. I know a lot of people are supporting you, and that's great. Like, if it makes me a lot of money, I would have probably done something similar as well. But the moral of the whole thing is that I do not need to pay $50 a month in order for me to compare prices online that I could do in GameEye. That I could go to GameEye and see the prices of every single games. Maybe they're not super up to date. Well, you can actually scan. Yeah, you literally can scan any games, and then you can see the prices of those things, and you can see what how much it costs complete in box and all that stuff. So it's kind of like GameEye, where you scan the games, you pop up the game, you add them to your collection, you want to see how much it goes for and stuff like that. Well, you know, you can do all that for free. So what is the point of paying $50 a month for his 1UP app? And that is literally crazy. Like, I know a lot of people may not know any better, and they say, oh, maybe it's an easier app to use and stuff like that. Maybe it's convenient to them, but $50 a month? Come on, man. And then, like, that I can agree with people like Heck and Steve and a few others that are actually talking down about his app. Like, that really hits me the wrong way, because before Phoenix Resale actually made it for free, and I'm talking about the collector tier, is that basically, apparently, if that's free, that means you'll have access to his Discord server. Oh yeah, by the way, let me just clarify the Discord thing. I was only for a certain individual that says that I'm stupid for paying Phoenix Resale for Discord access. Yeah, I could admit, I was there for about 2 or 3 months, and then I left, and I no longer pay it ever again. So there's a reason why for that. It's just that I'm the type of person that is very, very cautious on subscription-based services, because if you are careless with all the things that happen, you say, oh, for only $5 a month you could get access to all this, use it as much as you want. Oh, for only $20 a month, you could get access to this other stuff. And it may seem cheap individually, but if you put it all together, it all adds up. And then as it adds up, you're going to notice, oh, wow, I'm paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month for subscription-based services. And I'm still trying to get rid of some too. Like, I'm putting it down to the ones I actually use every single day, and that's it. Yeah, so I'm not gonna say what they are, but you get the idea. Be careful with subscription-based services. And Phoenix Resale, noticing I didn't even use it as much. Sure, I use Discord every day. Sure, I have went to his page, but I feel in the end, this type of community could have had some ways to have it for free. So if the collector's edition or the collector's tier for his 1UP app makes you have certain access to certain Discord channels on his server for free, good, that's better. Because before that, you had to pay, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it was $10 or $15 or $20 a month in order to have access to his Discord server. And he nickels and dimes all that too, because he's a big YouTuber, like I said. So what do I think about Phoenix Resale these days? Well, I'm not going to insult him. I'm not going to talk down to him or anything, but I will tell the truth that $50 a month for the reselling app is a ripoff, honestly. I do not support that. Like, I don't see it any different than doing it in GameEye or just manually looking up on Amazon and eBay, which I'm already used to doing, mostly eBay and stuff. And you could scan barcodes with the eBay app as well to check prices, and eventually you'll find how much it costs. The app that Phoenix Resale actually offers is just an easy way to do it. A very, very, very easy way to do it, and you have full access to his Discord server on top of that, and then some other features as well. I don't remember all the features. I only saw the video once, so yeah, let me know if you think it's a good deal or not. Because I know for a fact that a lot of people out there thinks that is a ripoff as well. I'm not the only one. Yeah, and the other moral thing to the whole thing is that people are saying that he actually haggles people to lower prices. He's the first one to go into many of these conventions, so he could try to buy up as much stock as possible for as much of a discount as possible, and to bribe them. Like, if you give me a discount on all that stuff, I'll feature you on my YouTube channel so you can get more traction on your business and stuff like that. Well, it seems to be like a fair deal and stuff like that, but I don't know. If I were to try to do that with somebody and stuff like that, I mean, I promote their game stores, sure, and all that stuff, but like, I wouldn't tell them, oh, lower the prices of these games, I want to buy all that for a 20 or 30% discount, and I'll feature you in my YouTube channel. I don't do that, actually. I really don't do that. I literally just record their game store because I want to do it. I want to promote their store. I don't haggle them to lower prices for any games whatsoever. Like, literally, I only do that in pawn shops, in flea markets, where it's more natural for you to do it. But in game stores, like, that's why the trading system exists, so you can actually discount that. And Game World has made it clear that they don't do any haggling negotiation. So Phoenix Resale, if you go to Game World, if you dare go to Game World and try to haggle the owner of the shop to lower the prices for your reselling stuff, well, guess what? He's gonna call you out, and he's not going to listen to you at all. And I guarantee that's the case. Even if he promotes you and stuff, I don't know if he will for that. I really don't know. But I think that his firm stands, and I think he's still going to stand because I know this guy very well. This guy will not let Phoenix Resale make an exception for him to do discount just to promote him on his YouTube channel, while everyone else have to pay full price. And it's not fair for these people. The people that goes to these gaming conventions, let's just say if I'm someone that wants to go into a gaming convention, I'm a normal person, I want to get prices, I go inside and all the games are expensive, and they all tell me, oh, Phoenix Resale took a lot of the stocks. There were so much more before. I'm like, oh, shoot, man. I don't know. I mean, it's not illegal to do that or anything if the store owner and the convention staff allows it. That's on them, honestly. But I can see where these other guys, the guys on the other side, are coming from, honestly. I actually talk to Phoenix Resale myself sometimes, too, on Discord. Me and him were, you know, we weren't close friends or anything, but we communicated every now and then. It's been a while I haven't talked to him, but yeah. Like, I feel that his content has changed. It's more about business now with Phoenix Resale than it is about entertainment, to be honest. It's more about business. And I mean, since the very beginning, it was kind of about business when it comes to reselling. But they make their videos even more entertaining back then, and I really enjoyed it back then. But now it's like, yeah, I guess he's just focusing on the app right now. And, well, I don't know how well it's going to succeed. Maybe it will succeed. A lot of people seems to really like the tiers and stuff, so if you want to do it, all the power to you. But me personally, I would never pay $50 a month for a service like that. No way, Jose. Never in my life, because to me, that's way too much, man. What do you gain out of it when you can do almost the same thing in the other side? Let me know if I'm missing something in the comment section below. Maybe I can understand why Phoenix Resale is pricing at $50. I know he spent $100,000 in this whole app development, but that doesn't justify $50 a month per person. Like, I think he'll still get most of that money back if he does it for $10 a month, and hundreds upon hundreds of people sign up to it, and then within a few months he could recover that money, on top of everything else that he earns revenue for. His YouTube channel, his Patreon, if I'm not mistaken, him doing his resale stuff and then flipping it, making lots of profit. This guy makes a lot of money. This guy is a Scrooge McDuck and a Mr. Krabs. This guy is a corporate person. He's a capitalist person that literally, unfortunately, I have to admit it, and if you're watching this, you know who you are if you're watching this, I'll have to agree with you on this. He kind of is ruining the collecting hobby in some ways. He's not the only one, of course. There are a lot of other resellers out there that are kind of like buying up a lot of stocks for super cheap and then selling it for up to market value. Of course, I would be a hypocrite if I say if I didn't do it as well. I'm kind of to blame as well because I do resell as well, but nowhere near in the level that these guys are. Like, my resale doesn't make much of an impact whatsoever compared to these big YouTubers and the big resellers like Phoenix Reseller and Chase After the Right Price and other resellers like that. that are even worse and more scummier than Phoenix Resale, to be honest, after watching some of Heck and Steve's videos. Crazy. You can check Heck and Steve's video on Phoenix Resale, this whole price thing. I know this is a long video on top of showing some of the prices of his stuff, but trust me, I'm just letting you know how I feel about this. My opinions has changed. Like, if you think I was glorifying Phoenix Resale, I was a big fanboy of Phoenix Resale. Yeah, in a way I was a fanboy of Phoenix Resale back in 2022, maybe early 2023. But right now, I'm not as big as a fan as I used to be. He has changed. Now his content is more about business rather than the entertainment. And it should have been both mixed together, but I feel it's more about serious business, especially his Renix P-Cell channel. I don't know if it's gonna fail in the launch, but you know, if you guys want me to talk about the aftermath of it, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this whole thing, what you think about Phoenix Resale now compared to back then. Do you have different opinions on it, or are you still a fan of it today? I still watch his videos from time to time, but not as much as I used to. And I wish him the best, but at the same time, well, if all these allegations against him are true, that he's like ripping people off, if he's actually like changing a very expensive game and putting in the $1 section so he could charge him $1, that's kind of scummy if that's true. I'm not sure if I even watched that video to know for sure, but that's all I have to say about this. If you enjoyed this video and you agree with a lot of things that I say, you could give it a like. You could comment below your thoughts on this whole thing. Definitely leave comments because I always read every single one of them. I'll try my best to respond as much as I can. I respond to more than 90% of all the comments that are sent to me, so we can always interact and we can always debate a little bit if you want to. And I'll have to say that if you're game collecting right now, my channel is more focused on game collecting than it is on reselling. If you look through my entire channel and if you think that I'm lying, that I said that I'm a collector first and a reseller second, that statement still stays true because my channel is not fully focused on reselling aspect of the whole thing. That's Phoenix Resale. If I was focusing on resale, I would put Magbo Resale, but that's only a small portion of what I offer. I mostly show off my game collection. I encourage others to build their own game collection. And if you want to resell multiple copies of games that you got for cheap, I encourage that for you to do it. There's nothing wrong with it. So I'm a collector first, reseller second, and if a certain individual thinks otherwise, well, you're dead wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. I think that's about it. I hope you enjoy this video. Magbo says, good luck with the hunt. I hope that you find the games that you're looking for, and I'll see you all in the next time. Until next video, Magbo Gaming out. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other related videos here as well. I also have a Discord server you can join for the video game collecting community and an Instagram you can follow as well. I even got some merch you may want to check out, my TeePublic link below. Hope to see you again soon.